How's it going? Crap. How's it going? First try. Welcome back to the No channel. Pretty good name, if I say so myself. Today's video is the long-awaited love story video. Is that tough? Be honest. It's tough, right? Yeah. This video, I guess, was the hardest to make out of the videos. I've recorded this 4 times. All 4 times were whack and I didn't like them, so yeah. This might be the final time I record it because for one, I know how I'm gonna do things. And for two, just, yeah. I don't want to do this all over again, so yeah. How I'm gonna do this video is just talk to the camera. This is gonna be split into 3 parts. The first one, I'm just gonna talk about how I met her, how I got with her. That's it. Second part will be the longest part because that's gonna be about our whole relationship. And the third part is gonna be about the end of our relationship and to where it now is. If you don't want to watch these videos, I don't blame you. I mean, they might be a little boring. I mean, you're hearing about a 13-year-old's love life, so I don't blame you. Or who knows, you might hear about how I found like a girl I'm gonna marry in a couple years, which I hope so. She's really special to me, as you guys will find out. So yeah. Also, I did a whole video that was like said everything, and I thought about it, and I was like, this is going out to the whole world. I barely realize that right now. All my videos go out to the whole world, so anyone can see this. She can see this. Her name's Angelina, but we call her Angie. Well, yeah, everybody calls her. If you do see this, Angie, whether it's now, which if she's now, then. But if you see this in a couple years, then just I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna get straight into it. I told you her name. Her name is Angie. She's a couple months older than me. And we met each other in summer of 2024. I was at a pool party, and I had this crush on a girl at the time. Her name was Alyssa. Except she was like 4 years older than me, so I already knew it wasn't gonna work, and I had lost feelings a long time ago. Nonetheless, I went to the party, and she's kind of like a sister to me, even though I haven't seen her in like a couple years. And I remember I was swimming, and then I got out of the pool, and then I went to go talk to Alyssa. That was her name. I don't know if I already said that. And that was when I saw her. Now, when I saw her, I don't know if I said this out loud or in my head, but I remember wow, this girl is pretty. Like, so pretty. Just the thing, you always gotta be careful with the pretty girls. Some of them could just be a face full of makeup, but some of them could just be rude. They're both pretty bad, in my opinion. Luckily for me, she wasn't a face full of makeup. She wasn't rude. This girl was naturally beautiful and so kind. And that's what really caught my attention. Yeah, her beauty was, beyond me. But her personality was just as beautiful as her looks. And that's what kind of had me, attracted, I guess. So I apologize if I get too awkward sometimes. I'm awkward just talking to people, but talking about like love and stuff is like kind of a hard challenge for me. So if I start stuttering a lot, or if you can't understand me in these videos, which happened last time. Yeah, I don't know what I said there. It might be even worse these videos because I'm talking about love and all that stuff. So yeah, just a quick little disclaimer. After that day, I remember I had heard her. I tried talking to her, but I was awkward. Like the whole time, I was just staring at the floor, just could not make eye contact whatsoever. That's how awkward I was and shy. Eventually I would work up the courage to talk to her as the months went on, but I would always think of her as like, dang, she's really pretty and nice. But no way I'm getting with her. I mean, I was like skinny, bad haircut, uh, kid who all I talked about was soccer. So yeah, and also I stuck to myself. I was really quiet, and also she had a boyfriend at the time. He was younger than me, which but this dude, his ego was like beyond me. Like you think Cristiano Ronaldo has a bad ego or he's arrogant? Nah, you haven't met this kid yet. This kid. Whew. Anyway, so yeah, I thought, dang, I have no shot with this girl. I mean, you know, I'm the complete opposite of what she likes, and also, I'm just not even handsome or anything like that. So, at school, whenever I had a crush on a girl, which I never had a crush, I only wanted say girlfriend because all my friends had one, and I thought maybe if I get one, I'd be in front of less. Good thing I didn't keep that mentality for long. So we would talk every now and then, and even though on Halloween of 2024, I saw her and her boyfriend hanging out, and that made me like, dang. Well, there was into that. That's what I thought. I thought, well, have a shot with this girl. Seems like she really likes her boyfriend, I guess. So, what can I do? I tried dropping feelings, but every time I talk to her, I just get these, butterflies in your stomach. I mean, butterflies in my stomach. Eventually, one time I talked to her, and she told me she broke up with him. And I was like, why? And she said, well, I just don't like his personality, or something like that. I can't remember, it's been a long time. But I do remember she didn't like the way he acted. And also, I guess he cheated on her. Which, if you cheat on someone, you're a pathetic loser. Sorry, it's just the truth. So yeah, I heard that, and I, started to get, feelings again. And then the New Year's came, and, we would talk here and there. We would just talk about, just things, just say hi and bye to each other. Nothing crazy, It wasn't until school ended, which was June 2025, and, what do you call it? I kind of had, I wanted to get this mentality, okay, don't focus on girls, only soccer and church, and that's it. And try to improve your looks, because my looks is something I've always been insecure about, and even making these videos can be a little hard for me sometimes because I don't like the way I look on camera, or I don't like the way my hair looks sometimes. So I'm sorry if sometimes sometimes I just stare at myself for a long time, but I just don't like the way I look. I tried fixing all that during the summer, and I remember all it took was just one talk between me and Angie for me to fall completely in love with everything I did before. I'm talking, I was ready to do anything. Not like that, but you get my point. We would talk even more, and I learned more things about her. And I'll give you guys a quick description about her, because I know I'm just talking about her, but you guys probably don't know what to imagine. Or I was 5'4" at the time. She was 5'5". So yeah, she was taller than me, but it was only by an inch. Calm down. At the time, she had this amazing brownish, blackish hair. She always had her hair down, and she'd always wear that one thing with and which I thought was pretty, I guess. Her skin, well, she was white. She wasn't like the girls from the White Chicks. Calm down.
But you said I know.
That's the epitome of white girls right there. But she had this she kind of has this accent where it's she sounds like this Mexican accent. So she's a white chicken. Angie, if you see this one day, I'm sorry. I just don't know how to describe it. Personality, I keep talking about that. Obviously she's kind and she helps others and she's understanding and caring and she can be a little awkward sometimes, but I'm a little awkward sometimes, so it's cool. She's funny. She's really funny. She has this addicting laugh. Once you hear it, you just start laughing too. She likes she likes K-dramas, which Guys, if your girl likes K-dramas, don't ask about the K-dramas. I repeat, do not ask about the K-dramas. She will tell you about them until the day she dies. I promise you. I'm still hearing about them, and I'm not even with her right now. Just help me, please. Like, serious, like. Besides that, she also likes horror movies, which is the complete opposite of me. When I watch a movie, I don't mind horror movies, but I want to watch one to get relaxed. That's why I like action movies. So my favorite movies are Spider-Man. Obviously, all three Spider-Man are good. Tom, Toby, Andrew, they're all goated. I don't care what anyone says. And I just like Marvel movies in general, which Spider-Man for any day. I can't wait to see it. I might go see it with Harlow. I might go see it with another friend. I don't know. I'll see it with whoever. As long as I see it, heck, I'll go to the theaters myself and see it. I don't care. So determined I am. Spider-Man for any day, you're gonna be the best movie of the year. I already know. I mean, she doesn't mind Marvel movies, or she just watches whatever, which was cool until I didn't hear the end about Stranger Things. I'm glad that's over. I'm probably gonna get killed for that if you see this one day. Her style is like, how do I say, like, she has this calm but like cool style, kind of like me. Well, not like me. I'm wearing a freaking Pelkio shirt right now. Her style is like, it's not too girly, but it's not too stud like. Kind of like me, just like a observer, and more of a like, at the end of the table, she's not making the jokes really. She's kind of just laughing about them, which, now I think about it, is probably the opposite of me. I probably make the jokes a lot. She's very smart. She's super smart, like super smart, and she's very strong. Like, it kind of makes me insecure sometimes. Quick description of her now, so you guys know what to think of instead of just being like, I wonder what she looks like. After June and July came, July 1st, I talked about it in my previous videos. July was like the greatest month in my whole life, like ever. Like, it was so just fun, and it was mainly the best month because that was the month I got with her. I think it was July 2nd. It was like a Wednesday. 2 days before 4th of July, we had like this midweek service, and she I mean, we were talking after church, and she told me, she was like, hey, are you gonna come to the 4th of July thing at church? I was like, what 4th of July thing? She was like, they're having a party here at the church, and you should come. I was like, are you gonna be there? And she was like, yeah, I want you to come too. Once I heard that, it was green. In the car, I was convincing my mom for like the whole ride home to let me go to this thing, because I needed to. And eventually she said yeah, so that was good. The morning of 4th of July, I spent like 2 hours doing my hair, and 2 hours like watching videos on what girls find attractive. Yeah, it was a rough time. I spent like another 2 hours doing my outfit, but eventually I used up all my 2 hours and I had to go to the party. So I went. I heard she liked Takis, so I stopped at the store real quick. I bought her a bag of Takis, and my main mission for that night for a bit was giving her the Takis, because I did not know how to do it. I didn't know whether to be like, oh, here's your Takis, or here, take these, or look what I got you. I didn't know how to do that. So I did what I thought was smartest. I got to the party. I was chilling with my friends. I saw her when she got here, and I tried being all nonchalant, and we were like riding these bikes. So I just rode around the church for like a couple of laps, and then eventually, what do you call it? Like, I saw her and I was like, oh, hey, can you hold on to these for me? She was like, yeah, sure. And then like 2 hours later, I was just like, yeah, you can have them. Like, apparently she didn't eat them for like a whole month either, cause yeah, and she kept the bag too, which I guess she thought was sweet. I don't know. I mean, I'm flattered, I guess. But oh yeah, my movie just ended. I was watching this. Listen, guys, I was watching X-Men: Days of Future Past. In my opinion, Apocalypse is better. I'm sorry, I had to be the one to say it. X-Men Apocalypse is definitely better than X-Men: Days of Future Past. But it's my opinion, so you guys can't do anything about it. I was just hanging out with my friends. We were playing hide and seek in the church. It was so fun, because nobody was in the church. Everybody was outside lighting fireworks and stuff. But we were over there like Hunger Games, like straight like. One When I got caught, I like screamed like a little girl. But eventually, I worked up the courage for her to come talk to me. Yeah, now I'm not gonna hear the end of that. But I was raised knowing that it was ladies first, so there's not much of an argument there, is there? Anyway, yeah, we just kept talking about, you know, things and watching the fireworks pop and you know, just talking to her and her just, you know, she was just so beautiful. And yeah, I remember she told me, she was like, why are you like so alone sometimes? I was like, I don't know, I just don't know who to hang out with. And she was like, well, you can always hang out with me. I felt like so much in love, like more. We had this, I'm telling you, we had like this Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone chemistry in TASM 1. Like, that's how good it was. It was like, you had to be there. Even some of my friends were, you know, catching on. And speaking of friends, they're calling me right now, like, bro, what do you want? They're like, no, do you like Angie? And I was like, I didn't care of who thought, oh, you shouldn't like her, or oh, blah, blah. So what? I did. Do something about it. You can't. Because this is the first girl I genuinely felt love for. All these school crushes just didn't compare. I mean, she was just better than every girl I've ever met. Anyway, we talked about our careers that night and what we want to do when we grow up. And before I tell people that I want to be a soccer player, I kind of hesitate, because when I used to do that, people would always laugh at me, and that would, you know, kind of hurt me, you know, on the inside. She didn't at all. Matter of fact, she was like, oh, that's so cool. When you're professional, you know, I'll be your biggest supporter. And even with her, I mean, I'll support her to the end of time, because, you know, I still love her. She wants to be at the time she said she wants to be like a photographer, which, you know, that's cool. I mean, I love taking pictures a lot. I just suck at them, so yeah. But I definitely could see her being, I could see her doing anything. She's so skilled at everything she does, and she's so talented. So I could see her being a photographer. Even now she said she wants to be what is it called? A therapist, and study the brain, which is I mean, I guess I just can't relate sometimes, but yeah. But I still support her. So Angie, you can do it. Anyway, after that night, I went home, you know, laying on the floor doing the Patrick Star, and I was just thinking, dang, I am just so in love. And I couldn't believe it was happening. Couldn't believe that night happened. And even after that night, when I got her number, which I actually had to have her friend help me give my number to her, which yeah, it was a whole process. Even when I did, we would stay up all night texting, and you know, I learned more things about her. And it was July 12th, gonna be midnight, gonna be July 13th, when I learned that one day she wanted to move to Korea, go visit there, go live out there for maybe a year or two when she's older. She just didn't know how. She didn't know how she was gonna do it. It's a long shot, but she dreamed. I told her one day when I'm older, that I pinky promised to go take her out there, and we could go live out there together. And when I pinky promise something, I pinky promise it. Like, I literally do that if it's the last thing I do. So I was serious about it. And she was, you know, she thought it was sweet. And she asked me, she was like, why? Like why would you want to go all the way out to Korea with me? I mean, Korea's a long way from, you know, U.S. So why would you? I could have said maybe, like, because I like hanging around you, or, you know, I want to go see Korea too. But I was tired of waiting. I was tired of feeling like, does she like me? Does she like me not? You know, I just wanted to tell her how I felt. So I texted her. Jess, we did it through text. I said, I don't know if it was obvious, but I love you. Once I sent that, bro, I threw my phone, bro. Bro, my dog got so scared. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I did. I just tossed my phone, like literally, and I just pacing, running around, and I couldn't stay still. I was just, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I can't be the one who feels like that when you tell someone that you love them. I mean, like, it's just like, anyway, so I waited for a response. Eventually, I heard my phone. Bzz. Once I heard that, I, like, closed my eyes. I opened the message. I look at it. It says, I don't know if it was obvious. I saw that, and I remember I was just like, damn, what have I done? And then I heard another bzz. Like, huh? She says, but I love you too. Oh my gosh. Bro, I cannot explain the joy I had in that moment. I mean, it was just like, it was crazy. And I remember I just sat there for like 10 minutes just smiling to myself, thanking God, because I was like, God, thank you for just putting this amazing girl in my life, And I remember, like, for 10 minutes, I was just there. Eventually we called, and we had told each other, I mean, it was awkward at first, like the first 10 seconds, but then I told her, I was like, why do you love me? She told me all these reasons, and I genuinely felt loved. Like, I just felt like, damn, this girl really does love me, and I love her a lot, We're officially together on July 13th, 2025, at midnight. That's all for part 1. I don't know if I'll upload tomorrow, because I might do something tomorrow, but I'll try to upload as soon as I can. And part 2 will definitely be longer, but you signed up for this, not me. And you can choose to watch it, you can choose not to. I'm not doing this for views, by the way, or money, or any of that stuff. I'm doing this for memories. And whether you want to be a part of, my journey or not, I don't, it doesn't affect me. If you want to subscribe. That's why I tell you guys. That's why you never hear me say, make sure to like and subscribe or anything like that, because I don't care. I don't care if I get 3 views on this video. These 3 people, which will probably be my friends, now you guys know how much I love Andy. I mean, I'm just doing this all for the memories. So, yeah. Speed, I still haven't found, another outro yet. So, yeah. How am I gonna do this? Oh, look. What color is this controller? Green, right? What color is this? A red. Red, right? Now, what's also this color? A red apple. What's the opposite of a red apple? A green apple.